Hi yogis, and thank you so much for joining me. Kate Moon here with a flow to help open the chest and the shoulders, a place that I know that I often neglect. Many of us in today's world spend a lot of time on the computer or on our phones or driving, and we close down in our chest, in our neck, and all of these areas, and it can limit our mobility and limit our ability to feel really, really open and stand proud and tall. And so today we'll be focusing on that area. You're going to want 2 blocks for today's practice, and I will meet you on your mat. So you'll want your blocks set up just like this. Your first block is on what I call level 2, and it's kind of going vertical along the same line as your spine. And then the other one will be perpendicular on level 1 to be used as a pillow for the back of your head. So you'll turn your back to the blocks, and this edge closest to your body, you want to kind of match where the bottom of a sports bra would hit. So go ahead and lie yourself back on the blocks, adjusting yourself as needed. And you want to gently lie back, and that block to be placing pressure in between your shoulder blades, and the chest goes up and the back of the head comes on the lower block. Bring the soles of your feet together, let your knees fall open nice and wide. And if this feels too intense, you can drop the blocks down a level or simply remove them. But the goal is to get the chest pressing up, opening the heart cavity, and letting the shoulders roll down and back. So give yourself a few breaths to arrive here. A few deep breaths in and out. Become aware of just how your body feels, your physical body, your emotional body, as well as your spiritual body. Awareness for me is always how I like to start my practice and actually start my entire day. And waking up and having those first few moments of who am I today? How do I feel? What do I need? And those needs can be, what do I need to nourish myself with, but also what do I need to perhaps let go of? So becoming aware of your needs and the feelings around such needs in all the layers of your existence. Keeping your back on the blocks and your head down, gently close your knees together like a book, and then elongate both legs on the mat. So almost in this nice big assisted fish pose. And just notice the subtle differences here. Take 2 more big breaths. And 1 more. Bring your hands along your sides, place down by your hips. Gently roll your chin into your chest first, taking your time. Using your hands or your forearms to roll all the way up nice and slow, and we'll pause at the top in a staff pose. So arms down by the hips, nice straight arms, pressing the shoulders down and away from the ears. Point and flex the toes. Heavy in the sit bones and the crown of the head pulling up, belly button to spine. And so just working on bringing our spine and our energy back to neutral. One more big, big breath. And then reaching the arms up, floating the eyes open, and just a nice Forward fold, a brief one, just to say hello to the backs of the legs. Doesn't have to be your deepest fold. Go ahead and tuck the chin into the chest, just a nice kind of counter action to the opening we just did. One more big breath here. Gently rolling the spine all the way up and finding Sukhasana, nice easy seat, crisscrossed legs. Reach the arms up on an inhale, and then bringing the hands behind the back to interlace. Press the palms together, squeeze the shoulders, and lift the chest and the chin up. Take a big body breath in, and stay pulling back through the shoulder blades on the exhale. Reach the arms up on a big breath in. Bend your left elbow, reaching the left hand down the spine to the nape of your neck. Now, this arm in your head will cause a tendency for the chin to go into the chest. Don't let it. Press the back of the head back into the arm. Sitting up nice and tall, 2 more breaths. Releasing the left elbow, left hand comes down by the left hip, reach your right arm up, over, reaching far through the side body, and then sweeping the chest down towards the mat, rounding the spine. Sweep the arms up, torso up, lengthen your legs out, take another forward fold over extended legs. Moving with our breath, torso comes up, Sukhasana, crossing the opposite leg in front this time, sweeping the hands behind the back and interlacing one more time. And see if you could switch your grip. So opposite pinky on top, squeeze the shoulder blades back, lift the chest and the chin, 2 breaths here. One more. So good. Inhale the arms up. Bending the right elbow, hand behind the back, nape of the neck. Press the head back so the crown of the head pulls up, sit bones rooted down. And then releasing the right elbow, right hand comes down by the right hip and left arm continues to reach over the left ear, finding that big side body stretch. Then beginning to round and close the left shoulder down. Sweep your arms forward, folding over the legs. As you lift the torso up, big body breath in. And one time cactus the elbows on the breath out. Arms rise on the inhale, rolling over the knees into tabletop position on the exhale. Now I'm going to go ahead and move my blocks out of the way. So coming onto my knees and just moving them to the side and finding tabletop position. So shoulders over the wrists, fingertips spread nice and wide. On the inhale, drop your belly, lift your gaze for cow pose. On the exhale, round the spine, tuck the chin into the chest for cat pose. A couple more with your breath, inhaling. Exhale, round the spine. As you inhale, drop the belly, lift the gaze, pull back slightly through the heels of the hands, spread the sit bones. Exhale, round the spine, really bring the chin into the chest to release the back of the neck. Neutralize the spine. Pivot your right shin perpendicular. Modified side plank, the left leg goes long. Reach up through the left arm. And then bring it over the ear. And we'll take a few kind of big arm circles here. Just getting into the shoulder girdle. And opening it up. And let's reverse the direction of the circles. And leaving the left arm over the ear this time. Big body breath in. Cactus the elbow. Pull the chest open to the ceiling more. Do that again. Inhale, reach it long. Restack the shoulders over one another. Exhale, pull the left shoulder back. Spin the chest open to the ceiling. One more inhale. Pull it back on the exhale. Inhale, reach it long. Press up through the right arm. Gate pose, slide the left arm down, the left thigh, right arm reaches over the ear, big side body stretch. Cartwheeling everything back to the center, tabletop position. Roll to the left shin, pivoting the left shin to the side, extend the right leg long, modified side plank. Finding a couple big circles in one direction. It's kind of like oiling a hinge of something, right? Reverse your direction of the circles. If a door hinge is really, really squeaky or sticky or rusty, we've got to oil it. And this is the same idea here, just kind of oiling ourselves, lubricating. Reach the right arm over the ear, take a big breath in. Cactus the elbow, spin the right shoulder back, chest to the ceiling. Inhale, reach it long, restack the shoulders. Exhale, cactus it, pull the chest open. One more like that, big inhale. Big exhale, right back to neutral, pressing through the left arm, gate pose, right arm glides down the right thigh, reach the left arm over the ear, feel the side body open, cartwheel back to tabletop position. So good. From here, right arm goes up on a big, big body breath in, thread the right shoulder underneath and behind the left arm, dropping the right cheek and the right shoulder to the mat. Reach your left arm up and find a half bind, turning the palm away from you and bending the elbow, finding the right hip crease. Let the weight kind of sink into the right outer shoulder. While simultaneously, you're pulling the left shoulder back. One more big body breath in. Left arm comes up on the inhale. Place it underneath the left shoulder to press your chest back up. Reach the right arm up nice and long. And place it back down on your mat. Inhale the left arm up. Left shoulder threads underneath and behind the right arm. Coming down onto your left cheek and the left outer shoulder. Reach your right arm up. Turning the palm away from you to find a half bind, back of the palm, reaching for the left hip crease. Couple breaths here. Right arm comes up. Place it underneath the shoulder to press your chest back up. Reach the left arm up, big inhale. Right back to your tabletop position. Walk the hands out to the top of your mat, nice and wide. Keep the sit bones nice and high over the knees, and begin to melt your heart down into puppy pose. So you might find that your forehead comes to the mat or your chin. Good deep stretch for the shoulders. Couple breaths here. Look up to your hands, really pressing through the palms to lift the elbows up and begin to glide the shoulders forward, lying the thighs down and the hip bones down. Seal pose. Now, roll your shoulders down and back and lift the chest a little bit higher here. Take another big, big breath in. If you're feeling a pinch in your low back, drop down to your forearms. Slowly lower all the way down to your chest and bring your hands wider than your mat. Tint onto your fingertips, elbows up to the ceiling. Squeeze the shoulder blades behind the back. On an inhale, press into the fingertips, lift the chest up. Now drop the right shoulder in and gaze over the left shoulder. You should feel this in that right rotator cuff right now. Inhaling back through neutral. Dropping the left shoulder in, elbow stays up, gaze over the right. One more time each side. Moving with the breath. And back through center. Releasing all the way down to the mat. Hands can come by the ribs. Tuck your toes under. Press up, high plank pose. You can come through your knees if you'd like, and then press your hips up and back, downward facing dog. Begin to pedal out the legs a little bit here. Get all the cricks and the cracks out. And then we're going to take a tiny little walk up to shorten our down dog. Find a little bit more kind of stability here in the short down dog. Right hand is going to reach for the outside of the left ankle. And then twist your chest underneath that left armpit, kind of gazing up and around. Good. Walk the right hand back to the front. Left hand reaches outside of the right ankle, twisting the chest open to the right side, gazing underneath the right armpit. And coming back through center, walk yourself all the way up to the top of your mat. And we'll find a ragdoll position, but we're going to interlace the hands behind the head, just giving a very gentle assist to the back of the neck. Letting the chin really pull into the chest. Take a big body breath in. And release your hands to the floor on the breath out, bending the knees and slowly rolling all the way up, vertebrae by vertebrae, all the way up to standing. Arms lift up, gaze lifts up, inhale. Cactus the elbows to open the chest on the exhale. Arms rise, breath in. Forward fold, Uttanasana on the breath out. Halfway lift, find a nice flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Rise up, extended mounted pose. So we're going to grab the left wrist, step the left foot behind the right, Shakti pose. Bring in a nice side body stretch into the shoulder and that side left hip. Back through center for a forward fold. Halfway to lift. Exhale to fold. Last time here, rise up, extended mountain pose. Grab the right wrist, step the right foot behind the left, big side body stretch and shoulder pull. Inhaling back to center for a nice big forward fold. Halfway lift, take a big body breath in. Exhale, step back, high plank, plant your hands. Full body breath in here. Shift forward, chaturanga, or to the belly. Upward facing dog or cobra. And let's linger here for a moment. All right, notice where your shoulders are. Squeeze them behind the back and press the ears away from the shoulders, shoulders away from the ears. And then press the hips up and back, downward facing dog. Come high to your toes, look forward. Step, hop, or jump to the top of your mat. Halfway to lift. Exhale, forward fold. Rise up, extended mountain pose. Interlace the hands behind the back. Squeeze the shoulders behind the heart space, chin and chest up. Keep your bind, take a nice forward fold, chest to thighs. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, chaturanga. Right? And find your unique way of getting back to downward facing dog, whatever it looks like, but becoming aware of the shoulders, especially in our upward facing dog or our cobra pose. Inhale to the toes, look forward, step, hop, or jump to the top. Halfway lift, breathe in. Forward fold, breathe out. Extended mountain, rise all the way up to standing. Interlacing, find the opposite pinky on top, so trying to switch that grip. Squeeze the shoulders, lift the chin and the chest. Keep the bind, forward fold, chest to thighs. Hands come to the shins, halfway lift, breathe in. Your vinyasa, back to downward facing dog on the breath out. Becoming aware of shoulders and upward facing dog. Pulling it back, downward facing dog. On your inhale breath, sweep the right leg up, bend your knee, open up your hip. Take some big circles there. Again, thinking of like lubrication, oiling the machine. And straighten the right leg out, square the hip, step through your hands, low lunge. Drop your back knee. You can keep the back toe tucked under. Take a big breath in to sweep the arms up. Grab the left wrist like we did standing. Lean over to the right. Squeeze your left glute as you tuck the tailbone under. One more big breath. Coming through center, inhale, back toe is tucked under. Diver's lunge, the back knee will lift as you come up, arms back, belly in. Drop your back heel in, toes out, warrior one. Big breath in. Interlace the hands behind the back, breath out. Chest and chin lift, inhale. Humble your warrior, bow between or on the inside of the right knee. Let the chin drop, take another breath. Rise up, warrior two. Cartwheel it open, open the hips. Good, inhale, straight arms, straight legs, take a big breath in, bend into the left knee, nice Skandasana, exhale. Looking forward, side angle, bend the right knee, left arm comes up and reaches over the ear. Finding that nice big shoulder circle one more time. And landing in a half bind like we worked, left hand behind the back, reaching for the right hip crease. Another big breath. So good, reach the left arm back up and over the ear. A big inhale brings you into peaceful or reverse warrior. Exhale, chaturanga, cartwheel the hands down, step or float it back to your vinyasa. Lift your left leg up behind you, big breath in, bend your knees, stack the hips open, and start to roll out the hip. And straighten the left leg out, square the hip down, look forward as you step through your hands, low lunge. Drop the right knee, keep the back toe tucked under, sweep the arms up, big breath in. Grab the right wrist, lean over to the left, squeeze your right glute, tuck your tailbone under. You'll feel your hip flexor fire up. One more big breath here. Coming through center, inhale, diver's lunge. Back knee lifts, chest forward at 45 degrees, squeeze the shoulders behind the back. Drop the back heel in, toes slightly out, warrior one, big inhale. Interlace the hands behind the back, trying to switch the grip. Squeeze the shoulders, lift the chin and the chest. Humble your warrior, left shoulder to kiss the inside of the left knee. Drop your chest and your chin. As you release the hands, cartwheel open, warrior two, coming to a wider stance. Straight arms, straight legs, lift up through center. Bend your right knee, Skandasana, get nice and low into the hips. Shifting your gaze forward to the top of your mat. Side angle, bend the left knee. Right arm comes up and reaches over the ear for a couple big shoulder flossing circles. And finding the right hand behind the back for the left hip crease. Breathe in, 3, 2. Right arm reaches up and over the ear, big extension, peaceful warrior, pull it all the way up and back. Cartwheeling the hands down, plank pose, pause. Take a full body breath in, lower all the way down to the belly, 3, 2, hug the elbows in, 1, untuck the toes, sweep the hands back by your hips, palms face down. On an inhale breath, lift the chest up, squeeze the shoulders behind the back and keep the neck nice and long. Float your feet up, maybe your hands reach up, squeezing and rolling the shoulders back and down. Take another full body breath in and a full body breath out. Now on the inhale, reach your arms up over the head, stretch it out. And then cactus the elbows down. Place those cactus elbows down, right cheek to the floor. Lift the left leg, bend your knee, open up your hip, and roll onto the outer edge of your right hip. You're kind of kickstanding, and you should feel this in that right shoulder. One more breath. Coming back through center, left cheek to the mat. Right leg lifts, bend your knee, open your hip, and kickstand it behind you. Get all those cracks right out of that spine. One more breath. And coming back through center. Bring your hands by your rib cage, tuck your toes, press up plank, coming through the knees if needed. Downward facing dog, hips go up and back. Take a full body breath in, and a full body breath out. One more. Lift your right leg up to the sky, full breath in, and step it through your hands, high crescent lunge this time. Sweep the arms up on an inhale, and from here, bring your hands to your hips, and we'll kind of tilt the tailbone under. So really locking the bottom rib towards your hip bone, and you'll feel your hip flexor fire up. We'll do the same thing we did on our knees. Grab the left wrist, lean over to the right. Big, big breath. Exhale, stay. Inhale back through center, big breath in. Extended pyramid, straighten the right leg, bow your nose to your knee on your breath out. Inhale. And exhale. Coming through a runner's lunge, sweep the arms back for your diver's lunge, lifting the chest and the chin up. Go ahead and interlace this time while your chest is down. Spin your back heel in, lift up. This time straighten the right leg, flex your toes up as you squeeze the shoulders back. Rebend into the right knee, humble warrior. Breathe it in. And drop further into that, breathe out. Keeping the bind behind the back, pivot your right toes to the left side into a wide leg forward fold. Release your hands down to the mat, halfway lift the chest. And then exhale, bow a little bit deeper here. Walking your hands through your legs, inhale. And exhale. Sweeping your arms forward. Pull your chest to lift halfway, turn your toes out and your heels in. Kind of come to this goddess pose with your chest down. Press your knees out and open, really beginning to open the groin. Now pull the shoulders back and down the spine so they come away from your ears. Take another breath. Rise up, straight arms, straight legs. Skandasana, bend into that left knee. Plant your right hand and twist your left arm up. Get nice and big here. Bringing the hands back to the heart. Side angle, bend the right knee. Reach the left arm up over the head. And if a full bind is available here for you, we'll find that for the shoulders. Finding your hands behind your back and twisting the left shoulder back to stop on top of the right. And breathe into this space. Squeezing the shoulder blades behind the heart once again. Gently release the bind. Half moon, right hand reaches for the top right corner. Press off through the feet to lift up. Full body breath in, expand. Chair pose, step the feet together. Arms come up on an inhale. Bring your hands to your heart center, twist to the right on the exhale. Breathe in. And twist deeper, pressing through the palms, breathe out. Now to get into those shoulders and the chest, go ahead and expand your arms out, side to side, opening. And rise back up to your chair pose, full body breath in. Forward fold, Uttanasana, breath out. Halfway lift, pull a big, long spine in. Chaturanga, step or jump back and hold chaturanga. Pull your right knee up to your nose, Chitta as you press it up. Step the right foot through. Once again, twist your right arm up, full body breath in. Full body breath out, sweep the right arm back. One more big circle, breathe in. And breathe out. Drop the left knee. Sweep the arms up to that low lunge. Half split, straighten the right leg. Flex the toes towards the nose. Keep your back toe tucked under, and you'll walk your hands forward, lizard pose. The right foot goes wider. Press your left hip down towards the floor, squeeze your left glute, reach your right arm back just like we worked on. This time, bend your left knee and reach back for that foot. Now from this bind, grab your ankle, flex your left toes, and then kick your left foot back. What you'll find is that it rolls that right shoulder open. Breathe here. One more big breath. Gently release. Straighten the right leg. Left shin pivots to parallel to the short edge of the mat. Pull back through the palms. Swing your left hand to the back of the mat. We come back to that modified side plank we worked earlier. Taking one big giant arm circle there, opening through the shoulder. Pressing up, gate pose. Bring your arms out to a T, nice flat spine. Reach forward, sit bones back, come to tabletop. And from here, you'll lift your left arm up like we worked on before. Exhale, thread the left shoulder through, left cheek to the mat. Reach your right arm up, take a full breath in, and reach behind your back for your half bind, breath out. One more inhale. One more exhale. Reach your right arm back up on the breath in, plant it underneath your shoulder, press back up, and the left arm twists all the way up. Bring it back to your tabletop position. Micro bend through the elbows, press your torso up, big body breath in. Right toes spin to face forward, warrior two on the knees, breath out. Tuck your back toe under, right? So the toes are tucked in. Lean your right shoulder down, half moon one more time for transition. Big body breath in, maybe bending the left knee and reaching back for the bind. Again, concentrating on kicking the foot back into the hand to really draw the shoulder blade back. One more big breath. Release the bind. Step it back gently, warrior two, bending the right knee, land soft. Peaceful warrior, big inhale breath. Cartwheel the hands down and find your chaturanga. Upward facing dog, rolling the shoulders down and back the spine. Exhale to downward facing dog. Full body breath in. Exhale, open your mouth, let it go. Reach your left leg up to the sky, big breath in. Step through your hands, high crescent lunge. Arms will sweep up on the inhale. And bring your hands down to your hips if you need to, just to really feel it in the pelvic bone. Tuck your tailbone under and draw that right hip flexor forward. Reach up, grab your right wrist with your left hand and lean over to the left, keeping your right glute engaged. Feel the length, breathe. Inhale back through center, extended pyramid, straighten your left leg, bow nose to knees. Maybe grabbing your blocks if you need that assistance underneath your hands, always a good idea. One more big breath. Rebending into the left knee, runner's lunge, pull the chest and the chin up. Float your arms back, diver's lunge. And bring those palms to touch, maybe flipping the grip, opposite pinky on top. Drop your back heel in, lift the chest and begin to straighten the left leg, flex the toes up to the ceiling. And then rebend into the left knee, humble your warrior, left shoulder down to the left inner thigh. Spin all toes to the right side of your mat, wide leg forward fold, keeping that bind, really pressing the palms away from you. And then gently release, hands come under the shoulders for a nice halfway lift. Round the spine, tuck the chin into the chest, almost like a cat back. Good, and then release that. Big breath in, walk your hands through your legs, pulling your chest towards your thighs on the breath out. Inhale. And exhale. Pull your hands back underneath your shoulders. Turn your toes out and your heels in. This time rising all the way up, shoulders over hips, into your goddess pose. Hands can come to your thighs. We'll drop the left shoulder in, gaze over the right. Switching sides, right shoulder in, gaze over the left. Come back through center. Straighten the arms, straighten the legs, lift all the way up. Bend into the right knee, Skandasana. Left hand plants, twist your right arm up. Open the chest. Coming through center, side angle, rebend into the left knee. Right arm comes up, maybe reaching for a full bind. Right hand will come behind the back. Left arm reaches underneath and through, trying to find that hand behind. Grab the bind, twist the right shoulder back. Breathe in. Breathe out. 2 more. Releasing the bind. Right arm comes up, left arm reaches for the left top corner, press through the feet, boop, half moon. Flex the right toes out to the side, lift up and out of the floor, through your hands and your feet. Chair pose, step the feet together at the top, arms come up, inhale. Hands to the heart center, twist to the left on the exhale. Pressing the palms together firmly, providing an extra twist through the shoulders and the torso. Go ahead and open the arms, expand through the chest. And then sweep that left arm back and all the way forward. Chair pose, full body breath in. Forward fold, Uttanasana, breath out. Halfway lift, lengthen the spine. Step or jump back to chaturanga and hold. Left knee to nose, cheetah. Step it through your hands, twisting low lunge, left arm comes up. Right hand stays down. Big body breath in. Roll that left shoulder back. 2 big circles there. Just kind of recalibrating ourselves. Drop the right knee. Sweep the arms up, back to your low lunge, keeping the right toes tucked under. Half split, send the sit bones back, heart forward, and flex the left toes to the nose. Lizard pose, walk your hands forward on the inside of your left foot, maybe heel toe it wider. Drop the right hip down, get nice and deep. And then just like we did, sweep the left arm back, rolling the shoulder back, bend the right knee and grab your ankle. Flex your right toes. And then as you kick the foot, that left shoulder will pull open, opening the chest more to the sky. Pinch your shoulder blades back behind the heart. 1 more. Releasing the foot, straighten the left leg, pivot the back shin to be parallel to the short edge of the mat. Pull back through the hands and you'll feel the side right body open. Sweep the right hand all the way to the back of the mat, modified side plank, inside arch of left foot goes down. Big shoulder circles here on the left side. And then pressing through the right palm, gate pose. Left arm glides down the left thigh, right arm reaches up and over the ear. Coming up to center, arms out to a T. Reach forward, sit bones back, tabletop the arms right here. Reach the right arm up, take a big breath in. Thread the right arm underneath and behind. Left arm lying the right cheek down on the mat. Left arm reaches up and behind the back for the right hip crease. Peel the left shoulder back and open. Left arm reaches back up. Place it underneath your left shoulder to press the chest up. Float the right arm up one more time. And back into your tabletop position. Micro bend the elbows to press up. And left toes spin up towards the ceiling. Bend the left knee, warrior two on the knees. Tuck your right toe under. Dip your left shoulder down, press through the feet, half moon for that transition. Bending the right knee, reaching back, Sukhasana, if it's available for your body. I'm going to grab a block. Warrior two on the knees. Tuck your back toe under. Lean your left shoulder down. I'm going to grab a block on the way because I know my body and I need it on this side. Press up to half moon. And then bending that knee, reaching back for the heel or ankle for your Sukhasana pose. Kicking the foot back into the hand to really draw that right shoulder into the center of the spine. Take one more breath. Gently release the foot. Bend into your standing left knee. Land softly, warrior two. Peaceful warrior inhale. Cartwheel the hands down. Plank pose. Slowly lower all the way to the belly, hugging the elbows in 3, 2, and 1. Untuck the toes. Squeeze the shoulders, lift the chest. Baby cobra. And exhale down. Reach your arms forward beyond the top edge of your mat. Press into your palms so the elbows lift, and then lift your chest once again. Roll the shoulders down and back, lengthen the neck. Shoulders away from the ears, ears away from the shoulders. Now we're going to bring this right arm up. Thread it underneath the left arm like we've been working. Kind of use the back of the hand to wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. And then left palm turns up and cross it right in front of the right arm. So palms are up, forearms, or rather triceps are crossed, your biceps are crossed. And then you can bring your forehead down. You can use your toes to tuck under to scoot yourself forward if needed. And a block might be needed. Wow, I can't use my words today. Under the forehead. Should be a very, very deep stretch on your shoulders here. We'll hold for a few more breaths. Right? You don't want it to be an excruciating pain, rather a deep stretch. But if you're feeling a shot of pain, go ahead and back out slightly. But breathe through the discomfort because it is definitely uncomfortable. Coming back to the feelings of the inhales and exhales, like we started in the intention in our practice, that they can feel equally as good and equally as serving for our bodies. Right? All of our layers of bodies, the physical, the emotional, and the spiritual. Take one more big breath. Noticing how your body is softening into it. And then keeping your arms as is, lift the gaze up. Keep the neck long and squeeze the shoulders behind the back so you'll feel it kind of lighten up on the outside of the arms. Now the left arm is in front, so you'll pull this left arm open, spider tip your fingers out to the side, elbow up, and then pull the right arm up, spider tip the fingers, elbows out to the front, and then lift the chest even higher. Relax the shoulders away from the ears. Exhale, roll all the way back down. Really nice job. Arms sweep up over the edge of the mat. Press into the palms to lift the elbows and then lift the chest up, squeezing the shoulder blades back. Now this time the left arm reaches up, threads underneath the right arm. Use the back of the hand to kind of pull the arm through. Right palm reaches up and slices in front of the left, using the back of the palms. Take a big breath in, using the toes if needed to rock forward or back, and drop the chin into the chest. Knowing that these sides are going to feel a little different, and that's okay. See if you can close your eyes and breathe into the opening. In those moments of wanting to run from it, invite yourself to run into it, to stay in it, to deepen. One more big breath. Keeping the arms, but gently lifting the chest. Nice long neck. Pinch the shoulder blades behind the spine and you'll feel it lighten the load. Right arm pulls out to the side, fingertips to the floor, elbow up. To lift and draw the left arm out to the left side, elbow up, press and lift the chest. Exhale, release all the way down. Hands by the rib cage, pressing back to child's pose this time to round the spine gently and lengthen the low back. I like kind of wiggle my sit bones side to side. Find the space. Draw the hands back to the knees. Come to sit on the heels. One more big kind of chest opener. Right, lift onto a knee stand, pulling hips over knees. Toes can be tucked or untucked here. Roll the shoulder blades down and back, squeezing them behind you. Tuck the tailbone slightly under so your low core is engaged. And then gently begin to lean back here. Hands can reach for those ankles or heels. And then from here, squeeze the shoulder blades, right? Pressing the chest up. And then press the hips up in line with the knees. Chin goes up. Keeping the neck nice and long, pulling the shoulder blades in through the midline. You'll feel your chest expand. One more big breath here. And staying for the exhale. One more. Chin to chest. Slowly begin to release the heels. Draw the sit bones up and back to the heels. Come to sit. I like to draw a hand to the heart and a hand to the belly. Neutralize the spine. Calm the breath. And then relax the hands to the thighs. Slide them up towards the knees. And then around the spine, begin to bring the chin into the chest. And neutralize from there. Good. Swing the legs out from underneath the sits bones. And we'll bring the legs nice and long like we began our practice. Remove the extra love out from underneath the sit bones. Reaching the arms up, take a full body breath in. And a big forward fold to kind of counteract that big chest and heart opener of camel pose. Invite yourself to kind of go inward here. Maybe even wrapping your arms underneath your knees for that gentle assist. One more big breath here. Releasing your arms, lifting the torso very slightly. And we'll bring this left knee into the chest. And we're going to draw the left hip open here. Right hand will grab the front of the left ankle. Reach your left arm up and find the length. Big side body stretch here, meeting yourself where you are. Maybe you can grab the foot or the toes, maybe not. The point is rolling this left shoulder back and finding this nice opening here through the side body and the shoulder. One more big breath. Keeping your right hand where it is, release your left arm, lift through the side body. Left hand plants down by the left hip. Draw the left knee down, keeping the left knee bent. Press the hips up. Nice big chest opener, stargazer. And exhale, lower the sit bones back down. Lift the left knee up and shoot the left leg long. Finding the reverse side. Right knee will pull into the chest. Open the right hip to the side. So you've got the left toes facing this way and the right toes facing this way. Left hand reaches for the front of the ankle. Reach up through the right arm and take a big side body bend. Take your time here, maybe finding the toes. And roll the right shoulder open. One more big breath. Keeping the left hand where it is, reach the right side body up. Right hand behind the right hip, lower the right outer knee down to the ground and lift the hips up, stargazer. And exhale, lower. Good. Turn your torso back to the front, right knee comes up and place it long on the mat there. Scoot the sit bones forward. Good. Reach your arms out and slowly lower all the way down to the back. Placing your feet hip width distance in parallel. Lift the hips up for bridge pose. Interlacing the hands behind the low back. Shimmy the shoulders closer together underneath the heart and you'll get this bigger lift. Press the palms down. One more big inhale. And gently release the bind, lower the back down to the mat on the exhale. Hug the knees into the chest and circle them out nice and wide a few times. Rolling out the ankles. And then extend the left leg nice and long, hug the right knee into the chest. We're going to bring this left arm open. And then we're going to send the right knee over to the left, but rolling onto the belly here. So it's a half frog with a half shoulder bind that we have been working on. Reach your right arm out and kind of get into those hips at the same time as the shoulder here. Your right knee should be in line with your hip and your right ankle in line with your right knee. Full body breath. Draw your right hand back underneath your right shoulder. Press the torso up. Bring your left arm out of it and lift the chest kind of halfway here. And then exhale, lower all the way down, keeping the half frog. Sweep your hands behind your back and interlace them. Squeeze the shoulders, lift the chest and the chin. Big, big breath. Now extend the right leg long. So you're on both of the hips. Lift the chest more into a locust pose. Maybe your hands lift from the low back, maybe not. You've got 3, 2, 1 more. Exhale, release. Arms out to a cactus. One more time. We'll bring the right cheek to the mat, lift the left leg, bend the knee, open up the hip. Come back through center. Unwind the legs. Through the cactus arms, lift the chest up, straighten the elbows. Left arm will thread through underneath and behind the right arm to turn all the way back onto the back. And this time we'll hug the left knee in. Give it a nice squeeze. Right arm kind of comes out to the side like a T. We'll start to twist the left knee over to the right, keeping it in this 90-degree bend, rolling onto the belly for our half frog. Right cheek comes to the mat, and the left arm reaches out. So you've got your half frog, you've got your shoulder thread. Take a few breaths here. And lifting the chest, bringing the left hand underneath the left shoulder, and pressing the chest up to this kind of seal position with your half frog pose. Slowly lower all the way back down to the belly, sweeping the arms back, interlace behind. Lift the chest, squeezing the shoulders into the midline. My blocks are in the way. Slowly extend the left leg straight, and we'll lift up into our locust pose, hopefully with an opposing grip than we did the last time. Hold for 3, for 2, the last one. And gently releasing, arms can come out to a cactus. Left cheek to the mat, right leg bends and opens behind you for that nice kickstand. One more breath. Gently unwind your legs, bringing the belly back to the mat. Halfway lift the chest. Slide the right arm underneath and behind the left arm, palm is up, and roll all the way onto your back. Start out, legs wide, arms wide. Shavasana. Find stillness here. Return back to the movement of the breath and the feeling that you've provided all layers, all bodies. Start to deepen your breath. Move out your fingers and your toes. Being aware of that physical body. And slice your legs together, reach your arms up over the head, interlace your fingertips and press the palms away from you. And gently roll to your right side. Taking that last moment of calm and of ease and of gratitude. Press up to a mindful seat, facing the front, tall through the spine. Eyes can remain closed if it feels okay for your body. And take a moment here to notice any subtle or big differences in your body from when you first stepped onto the mat. If there's been tension relieved through the shoulders, the heart space. And the practice of just noticing. Noticing how we feel, noticing when and how we resist things and how we respond to resistance. And bring your thumbs up to your third eye center, where the light and the love in me sees and honors the light and love that's shared in each and every one of you. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope your shoulders and your neck and everything feel nice and open, and I will see you on the mat next time.